my goal was always, my Everest was getting to Everest Base Camp. Um, so while some people will say, well, go and climb it now, that, for me, that would just be almost a certain death sentence. My brother and I were actually the oldest people on the trek by quite a bit. The Australians that were in our group were in their late 20s or early 30s. The Sherpa porters were all in their 20s or early 30s. I'm 46. My brother's 50. So it was hard on us. I told you when we came back. I mean, both of us went to the doctor. He had to go to the emergency room, for crying out loud. But yeah, I think what I'm struggling with the most isn't coming back to school. It's, what do you do after you've gone to Everest? Like, what's my next goal? Because that's just the kind of person that I am. I always have a goal in front of me that I work toward. I'm still doing my walking regimen. I'm still doing my lifting regimen. I can't get myself out of that habit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was talking to my wife, and one thing that I would like to do is do the Camino de Santiago in Spain, but I think that that's going to be something that will most likely wait until I am old enough to retire, because that's a pretty extensive trek that you do in northern Spain. But yeah, it wasn't hard to come back to school. It's hard for me to think what's next.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on and sharing your story with me and our whole program. And hearing that as someone who wants to go to Everest someday, it's nice to kind of have a little bit of now extra knowledge that I didn't know before, like things about like altitude, things you packed, like the language barriers, the camps, the tea houses and stuff. It's nice to learn about that. So if I do ever end up going in the future, that it's something I can put in the back of my mind.
Yeah. Thank you for your time. It's December 22nd. We made it back to Lukla today. So 12 days ago, we left here and started our journey. 80 miles we covered, give or take. There was some extra little side acclimatization hikes and whatnot that were included in that. So well over 80 miles. Definitely a trip that was mentally, physically, and emotionally just exhausting. But it feels good to be back here where it started and have it done. Looking forward to flying out of here tomorrow and getting back down to Kathmandu and actually having heat. It was a pretty crazy adventure, and one that I don't really think I could have done without having Bob along. So it's pretty special memory that he'll and I'll have. What a great trip.